Alright, welcome. I am here to demonstrate the various types of zips that exist here in Pipistrello and the Cursed Yoyo. Currently at the time of making this, there are 3 different types of zips that we use that I'm going to show off an example of each of them in a application where they actually apply. So the easiest one we can do is just a normal zip. And to do a normal zip, all you need to do is approach a screen transition. So in this case, we need to just come down to this corner. So normally when we go across the screen transition, obviously it moves to a different screen. What we need for this, the only prerequisite is the UFO ability, which is by holding L1 and circle, you throw the yo-yo out and it hovers in place. This is so you can use it to get an extra jump and get over large gaps. What we need to do is line ourselves to where we are at the edge of the transition and then throw the yo-yo off the screen. Now it is actually existing in the void and just hovering there waiting for us to grab it, and all we have to do is simply grab the yo-yo while it's out of bounds. Doing so will send us flying. Now where it sends you isn't always consistent. In some places it sends you to the same spot every time 100%. In some instances it can vary depending on the direction you're holding or if you interrupt it by trying to jump in the middle of the zip. But for the most part, the ones that we are using in the route have very consistent landing spots, and that is considered a normal zip. So we'll quickly move on to the next one, and I'll have to relocate to get to that. Alright, and the other type of zip we have is called a short zip. And to do a short zip, you do the same where you approach a screen transition. In this case, I want to demonstrate it in an actual application that's used in the speedrun. If I go down here, this screen contains an arena, so if I step forward a little bit more, it'll force me into an encounter with some enemies. We want to skip this screen, but only this screen. The zips that we do normally will send you flying across multiple screens, but a short zip is a way to only go across one screen at a time. And to do so, you simply throw the yo-yo off screen, and then you take a couple steps back and then grab it from a distance. This sends you only one screen forward at a time. This also means that I skip needing a key for this block right here. And the third and final type of zip we have is what's known as a pause zip. Now a pause zip works in an interesting way where it allows us to zip but also ignores certain collision. In this case, if I were to try and do a zip from this location here, so if I stand here and try to zip, I get bonked off this wall, and even if I was able to clear this wall here, I would bonk off these little poles right here. A pause zip allows us to skip collision checks in certain instances and allow us to then go to wherever the yo-yo is trying to pull us. To do a pause zip, all you need to do is pause on the same frame the transition begins. You can just time it, or in the best case scenario, you can just literally mash it. And if you're fortunate, you will actually hit the frame. It is slightly faster to hit just go in blind and try to hit the frame, but mashing is a little bit more consistent. Thankfully for this one, it is very quick to reset if you do not hit the frame. But when we hit it, it ignores all the collision checks and then takes us to wherever the yo-yo was trying to zip us. In this instance, it took us all the way down here from up here. So we zipped from this spot all the way down to here, which is near the end of the dungeon. So that's a demonstration of all 3 different types of zips that exist in this game, and an application for each of them.